You let me know if we have anything going on now. I got 22 seconds of dead air right now. Gonna wait to see if anybody finds this live stream. I've stopped the first one, started a new one, and see if it makes work. I see a heart. There's Ushil. Ushil, can you hear me? Stephen in Australia, can you hear me? Anybody, can you hear me? Olia in Poland, can you hear me? Mirja in Finland can hear me. Stephen can hear me. Ushil can hear me. And Olia can now hear me. I'm back. All right, let's hope everybody else finds that the live stream is here. I'll go behind the scenes and fix all the other stuff that I need to do after. Ron in Washington State's on. Welcome. What was I saying? I think we were talking about the weather. I said that it is nice here. It's 4 degrees Celsius and no snow. The snow is melting away, but more should be coming back tomorrow. There's Mark Sutton. He's on. Charmaine's on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, people are starting to find me again, and we've got sound this time, so much better. I said that I put on this Lego shirt today, even though I don't have any Lego going on. I did get a minifigure from my wife and daughter. They went out to the bookstore and found a new one. It's a little Dalmatian minifigure, so kind of cute. I didn't do a grand opening of it because it was just one. Jane can hear me in South Carolina now. Nice and warm down there. That's good. What else was I saying that you guys couldn't hear? I was doing a little dance. I was trying to entertain you even though you couldn't hear me. Dea went back to university today, so she is doing the long drive, the 10 hours back up to Montreal. Her roommate's father is driving the two of them up there and their 2 cats. So it's a little quiet in this house. Ari is working, so it's just Shanda and I at home right now. We'll do the usual grocery shopping this afternoon. The only thing we have decorating-wise to do is we've got half the tree undecorated, so we've got to finish undecorating that. And if we get a bit of snow tomorrow, maybe tomorrow's indoor day will be to finish taking that tree down, because Christmas was a while ago now, so it should come down, but now the day is gone. We'll officially undecorate everything and clean things up. Now, today was also the stamp show, so I went to that this morning. We got up early and got day on the road, and then I went off to the stamp show. I found some things, so I've got some envelopes of stamps here and some packets of stamps here. I will show you those probably on Monday. I didn't go crazy because I have that big blue tote back. Let's go the right direction. That I got last weekend, and so I just picked up a few things. Was starting to think about giveaways, that sort of things too, and future giveaways. One of the things that I thought was super interesting, which was really nice. Welcome, Roger. Welcome back, and welcome back to me, I guess. That there was a guy there that had specialized in just Japan, which I've found a great fondness for Japanese stamps. So I did pick up some of his stuff, and he'll be back next month, so I will be doing some more Japanese with him. Some really good stuff for future giveaways too. Some neat themes that will be upcoming, hopefully. Got me thinking anyways. What else am I seeing? I'm back with sound, yes. Warmer here than in the desert. That's Joseph in Nevada. Have I missed anybody else? Olia's on vacation? Is that what I read? All right, and then everybody else is just saying that they have sound and they can hear me. That's good. I don't know what happened the first time around. I've done everything the same way, but one of you said gremlins, so I guess probably gremlins it is. So I'm glad that it's all working now. I will go behind the scenes, like I said, and fix that up so everything else looks proper. Well, there's Christopher. He's found us. We were hiding over here. Yes, we were. There was sound problems. I don't know why, but at least now they're okay. You should be able to hear what I'm saying now. I should send some mail to Olia. That's good. Oh no, it returned. Was not enough postage? Why did it get returned? There's Carla in Mexico. 15 degrees there. I've got some post-crossing I've got to get done. I had a few cards that arrived in this place. 6 degrees. That's kind of cool for you for spring, isn't it there, Stephen? Or for summer? Oh, there's Chris in Washington State working. Yes, there was an issue. We have gotten it back up and running again. And I'm just behind the scenes trying to make sure everything is applied properly. Bo the Gamer Girl. What kind of games are you into? PS5, Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox? Oh, he's talking about the temperatures in Maine. Okay. What's the sad face for, Olia? Oh, taxes time for Ushel in Norway. Our tax time is the end of March, start of April. Gray and rainy out in the west coast. Oh, good. Christopher, you survived the storm, all those high winds you were getting in Falmouth. Good to hear. Part of your roof did. You lost some shingles? Malachi Andrews, hello. 22 degrees. That seems more summery for you. 38. Quite warm. Good time to stay inside. Did I get any more Calling All Artists entries? No. Nothing else has arrived for Calling All Artists yet. You're not talking about tax. You're talking about toll. What? I have to. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Oshil. Have I had a lot of snow? Not a lot of snow here yet, no. We've had a couple bits. We had a little bit on Christmas Day. We had a little bit again on New Year's Day. And that's all that's on the ground now, and it's melting away. Maybe get some tomorrow. We will see. Olia has found some more things for making her videos more professional. I'm never professional. You get what you get, and that's what this is. Jane doesn't have any snow. Well, I'd send you some, but by the time I got to you, it would be water. You would have to recreate it. You could get a shaved ice machine, use that, throw that around your yard. Parts of the UK have gotten some snow, just not in Falmouth. Charmaine isn't getting the same weather system that we are, so hers arrives at midnight tonight. We'll see if we get it or not. Last week we were supposed to get it, and we didn't get anything. We got some rain. Oh, you had to... Okay, I see what you're talking about. You were referring to the parcel you were sending to Olia. You had to declare what was inside of it. Got it. Olia would like to make her videos better. Your videos are great the way they are now. What else do we have here? Freeze dry the snow, then it will find it in an envelope. You think that'll work, Ron? We'll see. Why are some of the new stamps of this year? What are some of the new stamps? I'm not sure what some of the new stamps. I know the next one is coming out at the end of January. I don't know what its theme is yet. Joseph likes the videos the way that they are. All right, well, that's good because that's the way they are. Nobody's given up on Olia. She's doing great. So what else is going on? Like I said, stamp show was today, so we'll have some reveal of those stamp items next week. We've got some post-crossing that needs to be done. I've got some more letters to write to people. I'm still in cleanup mode of the stamps that I bought. I have been organizing them into, helps if they're the right way around. These are some of the Canadian stamps that I got that were in that photo album. So I've been working on getting them de-stuck from these pages that were like this. So that's been one of the projects I've been working on. I took the collector's albums that were in here and put them in with my father's album, so that's been moved. And as far as all the other items of stamps that are in that bucket, they're still in that bucket. So I haven't done anything else with those just yet. But Joseph, I know you had made mention that you were interested in some of them, so I will sort some away and send some off to you. New Great Britain stamp. Oh yes, I saw that there was an announcement that Stranger Things were going to be put on stamps in the UK. Really excited about those. I'm all caught up. Watched the last episode. If it's the last episode, there is some rumors online that there may be another episode to come, but who knows? That might just be a tease. Oli, you got some amazing mail from Stephen. Well, he only sends amazing mail, so that's great. Oh, Elaine is on in the UK. Welcome, Elaine. Looks like a tricky task. So far, it's been pretty good. I've just been getting a kind of a straight edge under the stamps, and it usually releases it from the back. I only had one casualty, so I think that's pretty good so far. Stephen says, Christmas Island is having Year of the Horse stamps. Come out on Tuesday. Historical building stamps will also be issued. 3 weeks. 3 stamps with endangered birds. Okay, quite a few things coming up. Hello, Brooklyn. Welcome. Year of the Horse stamp is coming out on February 3rd in the U.S. We don't have Year of the Horse stamp coming out in our catalog, as far as I know. So that's a shame. I did meet an interesting person today, the person that was selling just Japanese stamps. He goes and collects seeds and from trees and things and mails them off to parts around the world. So during the summer, spring, that's what he's working on. And then in the wintertime, he's working on a stamp collection. So in the wintertime, he comes to our stamp shows and sells some of his stamps. So I think it's really cool. And he specializes specifically in Japan. So I'm able to bolster that collection and also think of some new topics that are coming up. Welcome, David in Nova Scotia. Hope work was okay for you. Stephen said he sent some giveaway stamps. Awesome. And one of your wife's coloring books for Calling All Artists. Oh, cool. We'll see when that comes. I'll be able to show that off. You'll have to give me some background information about your wife and specifically about her as an artist and how long she's been doing it and all that sort of fun things. Like anything you'd like me to share, I will about her when I show the book. Who thought by cleaning up last week from Calling All Artists that we'd be starting a whole new other stream of Calling All Artists videos that may be coming. So that's good. This time we won't wait as long to do the giveaway though. I did get a message though from Lila that she's already gotten her parcel from the giveaway. That was the 200th giveaway though, I think. Media says they're getting some new stamps in Finland next week. And then Valentine's Day, Flowers, National Broadcasting Company. Okay, a couple different things coming out. Does the guy selling in Japan also have ... What does he also have? Island stamps. Not that I recall seeing. Now, he said there were some stamps, because between provinces, between states, or there's another word that they use for their divisions within the country. There are special stamps you use for mailing between those, which are harder to find. He did have a few of those, but not that I picked up. Oh, Charmaine got stamps from the 200th giveaway already. All right, glad to see they've arrived. And I've been getting a few messages that people are still hearing from Santa Claus, which is fantastic, that Santa Claus is writing to them. Stephen, no, I haven't checked out any of her songs yet on YouTube. Pata Pata, the Click Song, and A Piece of Ground. Okay, there's a few recommendations there. Here's my pen. I would play it now, but then I'd get copyright. There, I've written them down. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're learning all sorts of things from... oh, you're welcome, Ushel, for the postcard. We're learning all sorts of things from the limericks. Getting a little giggle, but also getting some historical facts and learning about interesting people that have made a difference in the world. And I like to, wow, we're 27 people are on right now and only 7 people like it? What are we doing wrong? Hopefully there'll be some more people that click the thumbs up and keep commenting and things too. Robert GFSU, where are you from? I do have a lot of Lego that I still need to build in the next little while. The backlog is building up. You know what? I had 2 weeks vacation, and a bunch of the things that I had on my list that I wanted to do didn't get done yet. But other problems occurred, and those things got solved. Currently working on a shower in the kids' bathroom that only produces hot water. So I was able to eventually, the tap was stuck on, the screw was stripped. I ended up drilling the screw out, breaking the handle off, and now I got to get the cartridge out, replace that. Hopefully that'll work, and buy a new handle. So, you know, there's always something going on. Ollie said where she was born, there was a tradition to celebrate the Old New Year, January 13th and 14th, according to the old calendar. Okay. And you took vacation from everything. New Year's and Old New Year's are celebrated in Russia too. And I was told too that on the 7th of January, that's when they celebrate Christmas. Rochelle knows a woman in Belarus. Is it Olia's mother? And she's been on this live stream a few times in the past too. I better not put this envelope that has the song recommendations written on it, which also have stamps that I bought today in it, so better not separate those. She makes junk journals and has a YouTube channel. Meditative scrapbooking, okay. Sorry, Charmaine, it's going to be a hard day for you. Stephen says in Russia they use the old calendar for religious purposes, so Easter is often on a different date as well. Okay. How was the stamp fair this month? It was good. There was actually quite a few people there, and I ran out of time because I wanted to get back for the live stream. So I did go to my usual table first, the one that I get the Vario pages from. He didn't have any Vario pages this week, so I didn't really end up going to his table at all. He has souvenir sheets and things that I wanted to get to, but by the time it was I was finished at the Japanese table of stamps, I really didn't have any time left to go back. So next month we'll look at it. But like I said, I bought that last week, and so I probably have done well enough for stamps this month. But it was a good stamp show. I always find, and I probably talk about this after every stamp show, I go in looking for certain things, either giveaways that I know that are upcoming, plus the current one, and I look for things that my friends enjoy. So if I find a few of their stamps, I will put them aside so I can mail them off to them. And I look for new topics that maybe I can talk about. So I did find a few of those things, but I always find those stamps, it's like, that's interesting. I grabbed that maybe I wasn't looking for. So there's a few of those. David said he got a couple dozen stamps this week from an insurance company office here in town. I asked my friend who works at the desk to save them. Oh, that's nice. That's how my father used to collect it too, get all his stamps from what they were throwing away. Jane says the Southeastern Stamp Expo is in Atlanta at the end of the month. Wish I could go just to get my feet wet. Well, can you go? Is there anything holding you back from making that trek? Could be a nice road trip from South Carolina to Georgia. If you do go, let us know all about it. Yeah, Mr. Zip's postal birthday. I think we talked about that, or I talked about it. You just couldn't hear me talk about it. So yeah, in the U.S., Mr. Zip. When you buy full sets of stamps in the U.S. now, is Mr. Zip on those margins anymore, or is he a thing of the past? In other words, if he's celebrating a birthday, is he retired or is he a still active postal worker? Well, me and Catnip, I don't know who that is, and I'm not sure what that is. So I don't know if it's an insult or a compliment, but okay. Oh, you've got a regional one in South Carolina. Okay. Will you be going to that in February? And if you go to that, would you still go to the one in Georgia? Charmaine says he hasn't seen him. Okay, maybe he's in the background. It was a joke, but it was a compliment. Okay, I'll take it as such then. I'm thinking Stray Kids is that animated cartoon. Well, I mean, animated and cartoon kind of go hand in hand, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's a K-pop group. Okay, then I was completely way off. I don't know Stray Kids. My daughter's into K-pop though, so she probably know who it was if you made the reference to her. I like K-dramas. Jane's thinking about going to the Columbia show. Mostly enjoy postcards and first day covers. Well, you got to start somewhere, but maybe you get into individual stamps. Maybe you'll get into Canadian individual stamps. Maybe at some point in time, if you want me to, I can send you some Canadian individual stamps. Mr. Zip was phased out in the 70s. Okay, so after the zip code was in place and people were familiar with it, then they no longer use Mr. Zip anymore. Is that my understanding, Christopher? Makes sense. Would be nice to see some of those sheets that had him in the margins, though. I don't have any of that stuff, but I have seen them online. Oli said her 4 Barbie dolls came to her from Belarus, from her apartment, and now you've got 9 Barbies in your collection. I've got the US stamp that talks about the zip code when it came out, but I don't think I've got any of Mr. Zip. At work, do I wear a uniform? I do. I have shown it in the past in some of my working videos. It's a bright yellow shirt, blue pants, wintertime bright yellow jacket, toque. What else do I have? I've got all sorts of things, scarves, anything that's branded with Canada Post on it. I do wear my own boots, even though we get a boot allowance. So, but it's not a Canada Post issue boot. Jane says she has a plush stuffed Mr. Zip in the mailbox named Farley. Oh, that's cool. You'll have to take a picture and post it or send it to me. Love to see the stuffy Mr. Zip. How tall is he? Is he this big? Is he this big? Yes, you'll definitely have to show the dolls again in a future video. I like the fact that when you're showing cards and you've got one of the Barbies it's kind of a neat idea. I like that. Positioned around the cards. And the My Little Pony. Yeah, we've got a lot of My Little Ponies here. My wife used to collect those too, and my daughter got into them when she was younger as well. Charmaine found Mr. Zip. Those likes up. We've dropped down. We were 27 people. We're down to 12. But we got 15 likes, so we got more likes now than we have people watching. Farley the mailbox. Let's see if I can find him online. Or do you just name him Farley? Was it part of it? Mr. Zip and Farley? Helps if I can type. Oh, is he this? That blue mailbox? And that Mr. Zip? Is he a new guy like that? Is that what you have, or is he older than that? That's him? All right, cool. He looks like he's more modern. When would those stuffed animals come out? I guess they're not animals, but stuffed figures. Yeah, the sound in Olia's videos sounds good already. Ron remembers when the zip codes came into effect. Thank you, Charmaine. That's appreciative. Yeah, he looks like he's relatively new, Jane, as far as the construction of him. He doesn't look like something that would have been around from the 70s. Can I say your name, Tayden? Sure. You think the sound is quiet when you record your voice? Does that mean you have to amplify it in your videos when you're editing? Because it sounds great the way it is. You can still buy Farley. It came out in 2023. That's really new then. So Jane, did you just get it in the last couple of years? There's a buck and doe walking through your backyard. That's good. Very picturesque. Does the buck have antlers? Is it a big buck? Well, he is a perfectionist. There's nothing wrong with being a perfectionist. Just know that your videos are fine the way they are. But if you want to change them, that is your prerogative. You might also say that my videos are crap, but that's all right. This is what I do. I am generally a one-take person unless I get a phone call or something right in the middle. I might have to cut the video and come back to it. So sometimes you'll see a little splice where I've changed it, or maybe I've put a postcard up and showed an address by accident. Sometimes I had to do that and cut it off and start again there. But generally I just talk and you see what you hear what I put out. And sometimes it's good and sometimes maybe it's not so good. I don't know. It's just the way I like to shoot my videos. Have I started a new book yet? No, I haven't. The book that I showed you by Bob Mortimer that I got for Christmas, I haven't started reading it yet. So I have not got into reading another book yet. You know, I found especially the last week, I've been quite busy. Since my brother was here, my daughter had 2 friends that were here, my daughter was here. We've had potential snowstorms that have not happened, but we've also had some freezing rain, and I got back to work this past week. That was an adjustment to do. I've just found that when I get home and I just want to watch TV, I just want to relax, I don't want to do anything. So I haven't really gotten back to reading just yet. Joseph is researching, and Farley, the plush Farley, is $14.99 on the USPS website. Ben Franklin stuffed cracker, okay. Is that for the 250th that they're selling that? Like I said, cracker. Character. Ben Franklin stuffed character. He's not a cracker. You don't eat him. There's a penguin too. I see a bald eagle which makes sense over a penguin. Mr. Zip plush toy is $14.99 as well. Everybody's doing research now on all these plush toys. That's funny. Oh, thank you, Ashil. A girl in Norway has received another postcard. Do you know where it was from? I love hearing that she is getting mail, so people that have committed to sending or something, that they're starting to arrive. I really love hearing that. So thank you for keeping us updated on it. Medea is meeting her pen pal from Japan later this month. That's cool. She's been there 5 times before. That's commitment. That's great. And you've met her since 1990. Speak Swedish and English together. That's cool. That's nice that you've got a friendship that's spawned and lasted for the 35 years. 36 years now, I suppose. She didn't remember who it was from. Okay. Or what country it was from. There's one with koalas coming from Stephen. Yeah, Charmaine, I can send you her stuff through Instagram after this live stream's done. Just send me a quick message asking for it, and then I'll copy and paste her mailing address into it. I can't do it while I'm in the live stream, otherwise it messes up the live stream and you might not have sound again or something, or it might just die. Who is Pip the koala? Must have been a very sad funeral. That was happened yesterday. So I'm glad that there are a lot of people that have committed to sending her a postcard, at least to cheer up her mailbox. And not sending sympathy, but sending happy thoughts and fun things that are happening around you. You know what, Oshel? You don't even have to keep asking her about the cards if you don't want to. We just want to send the joy. We don't need to have confirmation or responses or anything like that. I'm hoping no one's putting return addresses on their cards. I just want her to feel that people around the world were thinking about her. Sending that positive message. You're getting full fiber internet fitted on Tuesday. Does it come with granola? Like extra fiber? Oh, Pip is an Australian koala. The mascot of the Australian Post, maybe? You don't need to write back either, Oshil. I just want people who want to spread joy to send her messages. That's... Don't need to don't want people either to feel or to do that they have to send something back. When you send something good out into the world, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to get something back in return. The feeling you get by sending something good out into the world is thanks enough. Thank you, Oshil. I wonder if Canada Post has a similar type mascot to what the US has and what Australia seems to have. And do we have a Marty the Moose Canada Post guy? Do I like dragons? Absolutely. Who doesn't like dragons? They're cool. Oh, Pip could be a mascot for something else. Okay. I don't know. I'm just going on what Jane has said so far. Well, that's not very nice. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It's a pretty shiny head, though. Once I get it nice and shaved down, gets a good glare. Same when I get rid of the beard. Nothing wrong with a shiny head, is there? Anybody got a problem with a shiny head? We are taking that joke and running full steam towards it. That's all right. Thank you very much, Oshel. I'm feeling a bit scruffy. I always feel a bit scruffy when winter comes because, yeah, I tend to grow a beard to try to keep myself a little warmer in the winter. And then when I get tired of it, I shave it off. Like on my finger. What do you think that is? Looks like I jammed myself maybe when I was cleaning up the other day. You don't know what scruffy is? Scruffy usually is an English term for someone who is unshaven, a little scruffy. Or if you watch Star Wars, Princess Leia refers to Han Solo as scruffy looking. A scruffy looking nerf herder, I think is the expression that she uses to insult him. And it wasn't so much the nerf herder that Han Solo didn't like, it was who's scruffy looking. So scruffy looking is unshaven. Oh yes, David. Actually, I saw one of those stuffed bears when I was at the Sussex flea market this past summer. The guy really wanted to sell it to me because I was worked at Canada Post. It came out, I think, in the early '80s, in a light blue uniform on with the Canada Post insignias on the bear. I could have, but I didn't buy it. I don't need a stuffed animal. You know what? It's just a Star Wars term. Does it really mean anything? Not really. What a Nerf herder is, I don't know. It was supposed to be some sort of creature, I guess. That was just what she said to him in the movie. Nobody does know. Maybe George Lucas knows what it is. Was that a real bear? Not a real bear, no, a stuffed bear. Kind of a mascot for Canada Post back in the early '80s. Stephen just found Pip the koala. Maybe she is an AP mascot. I think may have seen them in the post office. Probably a bit expensive to post them though. The one you saw wasn't for sale. So are they a collector's item now? Is it something that I missed? Was it a big opportunity that I passed on? I think he was asking $20 for the bear. Pip's pretty expensive, Jane says. There, I've picked off what was there. I sliced my finger when I was cleaning some knives the other day. And I just noticed. Royal Mail does not have a mascot. That's too bad. I bet you they sell stuffed post boxes, though. Those pillar boxes. There's got to be someone who's selling those. Because they're very unique. I know we've sold a variety of them over. I mean, this is a Canada Post mailbox. What they look like now. This one is for dispensing stamps. I know I've shown these in the past, but that is one from the 1970s. That was kind of a coin holder. It's busted on the bottom, as you can see. There used to be a key that went along with it that you could open the bottom to be like a real mailman. You would have given him $15 for it. Yeah, he probably could have bartered for it too. Yeah. Do I need a manicure when I go to Costco today? No, I think my fingers are okay. I trim my own fingernails. I don't paint my nails or anything like that. I should be okay. But I noticed there was a rough spot on the end of my finger, so I cleaned it up. Should I do that on camera while I'm talking to you? No, probably not, but hey, it's real life, real what's going on now. But yes, I will be going Costco later today, among other places. Joseph says you can order him for Pip the mascot from the Australian Post website. Yes, I do need my hands to write postcards. So I have to be careful with the knives when I'm cleaning them. Olia could fix my nails. I'm sure Olia could give me a full makeover too with all her talents. I have shaved on camera before now. Yeah, I have done a video about that too. Is there anything I haven't made a video about yet? I've made like 1,500 videos. That's crazy to me to think. Not quite daily, but almost daily now for 5 years I've been putting out videos. It's a lot of videos. Keep on kidding, Jane. That's the only thing we can do is have a good time, and I'm all for it. So I don't mean being poked fun of or yeah, as long as people are getting a good laugh, that's all that's fun. Gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. Sometimes that's the truth. Really, Rob? Really, Rob, what? That I've shaved on camera? Yeah. Or the amount of videos that I've put out? Yeah, I've put out a lot of videos. And my channel is getting closer to 3,000. I think we're about 60 people away. An owner at work has the mail coin dispenser, the newer model. Okay, I haven't seen the new model of that. That's my old one. I have had, this is the mailbox from when Vancouver hosted the Olympics, but there are red ones like this that are out there. There's a bunch of different varieties of them. One time maybe I should do a video in the post office about all the other things that you can buy when you're in the post office, like collector coin sets are there too, which I used to go to the post office for. Oh, you haven't seen the video where I shave yet? Well, you've got lots of videos to catch up on. We are a very interesting group here, yes. Very fun, lighthearted. Everyone's having a good time, and I don't mind at all being the one that gets poked fun of from time to time about being bald or whatever. Or being a scruffy looking Nerf herder. Ron says in town they have a old 70s mailbox in front of City Hall. If it's used to put in old US flags to be burned. Oh, okay. So flags that have been tattered or torn or touched the ground, you put them in that mailbox and they dispose of them properly. Yeah, Stephen, that's part of the, let's say part of the fun of watching my videos is that it might be a post-crossing video, but at the end there might be a restaurant video part of it, or there might be a shaving video in it. I don't advertise in the title of all my videos. Maybe that's a detriment to me of all the things that you could be watching within that video. I like to keep the add-ons at the end, so people that watch right to the end get something different that maybe the person that only watched the first 10 minutes of the video missed out on completely. There's Yankee in Turkey. Welcome, Yankee. You'll wait for the 2026 edition of me shaving. I don't always shave on camera either, so I think I've done that once. Welcome, Yankee. Glad you could join us. Now, the downside of picking that on the side is it's a bit tender now. I shouldn't have touched it. I might have to go put a Band-Aid over it after so I don't pick at it again. So, Yankee, have you ever heard of a Nerf herder before from Star Wars? Do you know what Princess Leia was referencing? That was our question of the day today. What is a Nerf herder? I assume it's some sort of a shepherd of a species of animal within the Star Wars universe. Jane, come on up. Joy Burger Fest. It runs till the end of the month. There's 60 restaurants that are taking place in it, and I'm glad you've referenced it because it means that you have watched to the end of yesterday's video. And I went out to supper last night again because Daya picked the restaurant she wanted to go to before she left. And so I had their burger as well. So I've had 2 of the 60 so far on day 1. Now, will I have another one? Probably not for a while. I don't plan on trying to get a heart attack and eating all 60 of them. I think usually during Burger Fest, I manage about 5 within the month that it runs. If you want a new video of Rob shaving, you may have to wait till spring. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I just get a whim and I shave. I need a Band-Aid with unicorns on it. I don't have any such thing. Will we see more Burger Fest videos in the future? Maybe. It's possible. My sister's down again next week. wants to go someplace, it might be a place that has a burger in it. I don't have any unicorn Band-Aids, I'm sorry. Hello, Hasi. You've never watched Star Wars, Yankee? Is that what you're telling me? That can't be possible. I hope that's not possible. If it is possible that you've never watched one of the Star Wars movies, I'm going to recommend that you do. But start with The New Hope. Start with the first one. Don't start with the newer ones. Start where, and I don't mean, because there are 3 prequels that came out. I would always start with episode 4. That's where it began in 1977. Oh, Charmaine sent Olia Band-Aids with unicorns. Okay. Maybe just put a sticker on. I don't think I want to put a sticker on a cut or a wound. That'd be hurt to come off. I agree, Steven needs to watch Star Wars. Hello, hello. And Olia has those unicorn Band-Aids now. Put some washi tape on my fingers. You guys are full of great ideas. Christopher hasn't had a haircut in 3 months and hasn't shaved for a little over a week. You're definitely scruffy looking right now. You definitely will have to watch it. And when you do, you'll have to let us know about it. Hopefully you won't stop with that one. You'll carry on through. If you were determined, I would say watch the very first one of the prequel and watch them in order. But sometimes when you do that, if you lose interest in the first couple because of the way they're told, you're missing out on the critical ones. Never too late to start, no. I'm always going to promote. I'm going to promote watching Star Wars. I'll promote watching Star Trek, Doctor Who, the science fiction, watching Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit to get into those, Game of Thrones, the TV show. If you like fantasy, if you like adventure, those sort of things, love all that stuff. Or going back in time and watching things like The Goonies and movies like that have adventures and kids and just the excitement of discovery. Fun, fun, fun. How many Star Wars movies are there now? That is there's a lot. I mean, there's 3 prequels. There's 3 of the original series. There's 3 that came after. There's 9. But there's also movies like Han Solo had a movie of his own inside The Force Awakens and Andor. And there's been mini-series that have just been on shows like The Mandalorian or Ahsoka. And there's been cartoons, Bad Batch and Clone Wars. You can watch Star Wars content for a very long time now, especially that Disney owns it. It's all out there. You tried and gave up. Oh, don't give up. Charmaine watched the very first movie back in the 70s, 1977 to be exact. They're worth watching to me. If you're interested in that genre. I mean, if you're not interested in space, spaghetti westerns, that's what Star Wars is, basically. Maybe it's not your thing. And I get that. Everybody has their own thing of what they like to watch. What do people think of the Dune movies? I really like the Dune movies. I still have to watch the latest one. I haven't seen that yet. It's on my list. Should you watch them in normal order? And I would need to start from the scratch, and I don't think you will. Okay, so those are 2 different questions. So you need to start from scratch. I don't think you will. I would pick one movie. If there was one movie to watch, Empire Strikes Back is one of my favorites. If you're just going to watch one and stop, I think that's a good one to watch. Charmaine's not a big fan of Star Wars. Not everybody's into that sort of stuff. And Yankee's saying, do you watch them in normal order? You can, if you're going to carry through to the end. You have to be committed if you're going to watch them in order, because they are filmed differently, because they were filmed in different times, different decades. I find the newer ones, like Force Awakens and all those that have a lot more action to them, are more akin to the original three, where the prequels that came out in the 90s, 2000s are more CGI and things like that they can get at. So it's a different kind of filming. Yankee loves Dune. Charmaine doesn't like the Dune movies either. I'm not doing that. Unfortunate for you. Yeah, Joseph liked the books better than the movies. A lot of the cases, that is the case, that a movie is much better than the film adaptation. But sometimes the film adaptation reaches a broader audience that might make people think, I think I'm going to read the book. One of those books for me, or one of those movies for me, was The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger way back when. After seeing the movie, I actually got the Stephen King book that it was based off of and read that. It was good. Most books are better than the movies. Absolutely, Charmaine. Books are always better than the movies, Yankee. Agreed. And the same thing with Harry Potter. If you want to look at something a little bit more modern that has taken the world, the books are better than the movies. Nothing wrong with the movies. They're entertaining. But you leave out things. Lord of the Rings. The books. Even though the movies are really long and encompass a lot, there's still more in the books. Can I see your chat? I can see that chat. New Tron movie out on Disney. I haven't seen that. No, I did watch that. I liked it. It was good. So I can see some of your messages. Part of the problem, Christopher, and I apologize, is that when some bunch of people message all at the same time, sometimes I do miss one. Maybe I'm responding or answering to another question that's come up and the feed has gone by and I may have missed it. So I apologize if you'd asked another question in there that I missed. Media, I haven't seen that ice dance performance. No. Joseph is reading books by Frida McFadden. She writes thrillers. I showed you the last book I read by an Icelandic author that Osheld recommended to me. It was really good. It jumped back and forth a lot in time frame, so you had to keep track of that, but it was good. Charmaine likes mystery books. Are you an Agatha Christie reader? Michelle's reading Lasso Around the Moon right now, for anyone else who may have read that or is reading that. Jane likes ice dancing as well. All good, Christopher. So I'm sure, oh, you've read some of her books, have you? Okay. I'm sure the next book I probably will read will be that Bob Mortimer book, but I'll see. Do I read the Bible? I have read the Bible, yes. I have read it cover to cover. Sherlock Holmes. Oh, you're getting into the early Sherlock Holmes books. Good morning, Check Stacker. Welcome. How are things in Texas? Charmaine's read the Bible. My parents used to have an early printing of Sherlock Holmes books. But I'm not sure what has ever happened to them. And I know my in-laws have some too. I did read a couple from them. Oh, welcome, Philip. Let me know when your winning 2 parcels arrive for you. You just started reading Hitman by Lawrence Block. It's like a mystery crime books. Okay, hadn't heard of that one. Someone else from Norway. Elias? Elias 5 Button. What part of Norway are you from? Urshil's read part of the Bible, not the whole thing. Urshil, meet Elias. Elias, meet Urshil. Both from Norway right now. That's awesome. We got 2 people from Norway. And you're both from the same city. Do you guys know each other? I know it's a big city. It's not likely you know each other, but maybe you told one another about it. There you go. Love it. Careful of the trolls, though. Now we're having inter-country communications with people here. By the way, we're making some handmade cards. I'm thinking of sending you a few for the next giveaway. Okay, thank you, Yonki. That's cool. Stephen went to a Catholic high school, so has read the Bible. Prefers the second half to the first half. You want the New Testament versus the Old Testament? Gotta love all the figures there. But, unfortunately, you're going in a timeout because you're trolling everything. What else did we miss? There you go, new friends in the same city. Elias, tell us a bit about yourself. What are you interested in? How did you find my channel? Do you have a hobby, Elias? Jane grew up a Baptist, so read the Bible, now Episcopalian, more open and welcoming to all. I grew up in a Brethren church early on, and then we moved to a United Baptist church, so spent a lot of time in that area. And I definitely would say I'm more open and welcoming to all as well, Jane. TED Talk Stamps recommended the book. Okay. Elias just recently started postcrossing, discovered my channel, only recently moved here from Oslo. Okay. Hobbies and postcards and photography. Awesome. Maybe you'll get into stamps too. All goes well together. Well, reach out whenever you'd like. I'm glad to see that you're on here. How old are you, Elias? If I can ask that very personal question. I always like to know how people have found my channel. I guess probably if you were searching postcrossing, maybe YouTube recommended it. Urshil Joan postcrossing November 25th. But you were in postcrossing way, way, way back before that too. You're 21 years old. You're the same age as my daughter. That's exciting. I'm glad to see that you've found the channel and that you've got interesting hobbies or connecting hobbies to the rest of us here. Yeah, I like all the other people find postcrossing as well. Orkanger is only 30 minutes from Trondheim. So it's interesting that the 3 people now that we know, 2 that are on the live stream now, and Charmaine's connection, all live really close in proximity in such a bigger country. Yeah, I love seeing another age group finding postcards and mailing and communicating that way in a world of instantaneous satisfaction. It's nice to see that post-crossing is doing well still. Yeah, everybody's going to be your best friend now, Alice. You just found a good group. If you're interested, we're here. And you met, Charmaine met her Norwegian friend through post-crossing as well. Young Keys, the first time seeing a peer here. We have had other people that are in their early 20s here, so they are around. Get a post-crossing meeting in Trondheim. You'll probably find quite a few of them there, will you? Maybe there is a hidden community of post-crossers there. So if you set up a meeting, I'm sure you will. The rest of us should travel to Norway to meet. That'd be awesome. Yes, enjoying post-crossing a lot so far. Been sending cards to family and friends since you were young. I just wish I discovered post-crossing platform and community a lot earlier. Well, you're on now, which is great. Joseph sent an official post-crossing postcard to a teen group in Duluth Public Library this past week. Okay. Duluth in Idaho? When you met Olia through post-crossing? Well, we met all of us through this some way or another, whether post-crossing or through YouTube. Media sent a post-crossing card to an 8-year-old girl from Austria. And she got Lego postcard. Well, that was a good one to send her. You've got some good Lego postcards. Yeah, I very much like Drake. It's hard to tell the two of us apart. We both rap in the same style. We're both Canadians. That's about our only connection, I think. Yeah, Stephen, if you win the lottery, you can take the rest of us there, too. Duluth is in Minnesota. Okay. Off. I missed it. We all hope you win, Christopher. Whether you take us or not. Ron's never sent a postcard to anyone, only letters. Well, you can always start. You could join post-crossing too, Ron. It's never too late. Young Keys already met 5 or 6 people in his city through meetups. Charmaine met me through YouTube. Yes. I've been very fortunate with the people that I've met as a result of my channel and through the hobbies and interests that I share and travels that I do and things that I show here in Atlantic Canada. It's just an amazing group. That Dad Guy crew, I'm very happy to have all these wonderful people that are tuning in on Saturdays, that are helping decorate on Wednesdays, and are sending mail back and forth. So thank you so much to everybody. We got to send you the lottery ticket as well as wish that you win it, Stephen. We're doing all the work, aren't we? Yankee found this channel in July, searched post-crossing, and I popped up. That's great. Someone from Bali. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Bali, what a beautiful place. The cruise that we went on over a year ago now, our waiter that was absolutely fantastic, he was from Bali. Yankee knows Duluth from the Fargo TV series. Fargo's in North Dakota, though, not in Minnesota. Do they go to Duluth? Steven says, every time he buys a lotto ticker, it never wins. Maybe if someone bought it for me, it would change his luck. Well, you'd already be ahead. You wouldn't have lost the money it cost you to buy the lottery ticket. Charmaine's cousin is in Fargo. Your 2-year anniversary of stamp collecting is coming up on Tuesday? You're relatively new to the hobby then, are you? I didn't know that, David. Polia's got one of the Zahn's autographs from Charmaine. Sounds like Elias is getting very familiar with his new city. Maybe has never won anything. $14 million euros if you win the lotto today. Well, are you playing for it? Is there a chance for you to win it? You won on my channel already, Media. You've won something before. There you go. We all have connections. Or so maybe we should give too specific of address of where people live, just so it's not out there for the rest of the world to see. David said, I found your video shortly after you were in Montreal at the time. I thought you were from there at first. Oh, yeah, I was probably either doing a live stream from Montreal visiting my daughter or doing videos up there while I was there. Jane's father won a lawnmower once. That's a good prize. Well, I see we're 73 minutes in. Are we drawing near an end? Or are we still going in full steam here? Stephen says his wife's cousin's granddaughter, that's a connection, wrote some of the stories for Shaun of the Sheep episodes. It was nice that when Charmaine went to Poland, she brought a nice gift to Olia while she was there. Kind of need to just leave this running and we need to let me get on with my day. You guys seem to be chit-chatting amongst yourself, which is great. Thank you so much, Jane. I really appreciate it. I know you know my schedule coming up. I got groceries that need to be purchased at some point. €55 million jackpot Tuesday in the UK. That's a lot of cash. That was certainly let us all meet up. I'm sure the two of you, Charmaine and Olia, had a fantastic time together. What an opportunity to go to Poland. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it quits here. I hate that I've got to disrupt the conversation between you all, but I think I better get on and do some other things and then fix up this video too, where the first one didn't work. So I'll get rid of the old one and fix this one up in the background. Well, it's going to be it for today, you guys. Have a magical week.